Are we fucking live?
I think we're live. We're live. This is live.
Hey, how's it going? It's the pre-show. This is the part of the show where we talk about what we're gonna do on the show. Damn, it is a Monday.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Monday
Fuck, man.
sucked.
Man.
Everybody's
Sucked.
back from vacation and making my life hell.
That's exactly what I've been dealing with. Oh, it sucks.
Oh well.
It is what it is.
What's new?
Oh,
We know what we're doing on this show.
yeah. We're gonna talk about
We're
things
just
that are gonna
talking
happen.
about comics.
Yeah. Yeah.
The new comics coming out this week. That's coming up. If you want to talk to us about them, get in the chat. Let us know what you're picking up. Big Willie's actually streaming right now on the
Oh, wow.
same channels.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
Doing it big.
Love it.
Competition.
Going big. Competition. Shit.
Yeah. Come on, man. We do this for us.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if anybody's actually watching.
No.
Thank you for the one person watching right now, but you know, okay, let's get the damn bullshit out of the way. All right, the 19th. That's next Tuesday, not tomorrow.
Mhm.
We're doing
Mhm.
Geekterion Collection
Yes.
Aliens.
Oh, I'm excited.
The comic book bullies have been hanging out with us during these, so they just got in the rotation. The way we were doing it is everybody picked a movie, one after another. Everybody took a turn. So Eli jumped in and was like, I'm picking Aliens. And I was like, hell yeah, pick Aliens. Leroy, you got the next one. So
Yeah.
Leroy gets the one in February, which is Black History Month.
Oh man.
And he ragged the shit out of me. I was like, fuck, man, I didn't mean it. And he's like, I'm going to pick the blackest damn movie I can find. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even sure what that would be. And he's like, I don't know either. But we're going to be watching Purple Rain or
Ooh.
I don't know, some shit. And I'm cool with that.
I'm
Purple
down
Rain's
with that. I
fucking
love
dope.
Purple
Yeah,
Rain.
well,
Are you kidding me?
I'll watch whatever.
So good.
So good.
But the week after that, and these are all tentative, plans change. But the week after that, on the 26th, that Tuesday, we're going to be doing top 5 Star Wars movies. 5 Star Wars movies.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. There'll be a lot of crossover.
I think there'll be a lot of crossover, but I also think there'll be some surprises that we can. I mean, it's hard to talk about Star Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh, man.
hard.
They are the worst
They're very
fandom
divisive.
in all of geekdom.
It's weird, dude, because there really shouldn't be that big of a problem with Star Wars.
know, man.
I wouldn't think,
No, but you know what? The thing about Star Wars fans,
It's good.
is-
Even the bad Star Wars is still not like total utter bull crap. I
see,
don't
my thing with Star Wars fans is
know.
they hold
Geekterion
on to. Oh
collection.
yeah.
I need a-
Put that over.
I need a top 5 logo.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't have a top 5
I'm
logo.
lazy as hell. I'm just lazy.
That's fair.
am.
You had a top a lot logo.
I have all the logos at one point. It just took me
Yeah.
a whole long time to make them, like these ones. I'll
That's
make
fair.
them this week. I got
Yeah,
vacation
you're
coming up
good.
after this.
You're good. But Star Wars fans are the most divisive people, and they're all the thing about Star Wars fans is they're divisive for the wrong reasons.
I think
They-
so. too.
They,
Yes.
you know what? The thing about Star Trek fans, as I will put over, is that we accept all of the bad with the good
yes.
because there's so much good there. That
Yeah.
Star Trek as a whole has always been low budget for the most part.
Yeah, the thing about
No.
Star Trek, in my opinion, if you're outside looking in,
Mhm.
it's just bad.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's techno babble, bull crap, melodrama, dumb.
Oh, my favorite thing.
It is.
in
I'm
showing.
okay with it,
Oh,
though.
I am. One of my favorite
We're not
things.
Shrek.
I see that. So I've been showing my wife Star Trek over the years, and as we go through each episode, one of my favorite things my wife loves to say while we are watching an episode is, if you pause it and someone just walked in right now, they'd ask you, "What the fuck are you
Yeah.
watching?"
Yeah.
And that's like 90% of some of the best Star Trek
Yeah.
episodes. Is you're just like, wait, what the fuck are you watching?
My wife always makes the comment, it's like, man, they always got some sciencey way to get out of
I
it.
know.
Okay? They just pull
It's-
shit out of their ass. And I'm like, they do, but they keep that.
But the science
Science.
sort of makes sense, though.
They,
Yeah.
it's
They
consistent.
keep it in
They're
line.
Yes,
They
yes,
keep it
yes.
consistent. Which Star Wars does not do. Which is why it always baffles me when people get so like obsessed about the nuance of Star Wars, because there is no nuance to Star Wars. It's whatever you want it to be.
Exactly.
There's no nuance there. These are just action movies, fantasy movies, based on old samurai stuff. And I mean, that's really all you got to know. I don't know, man. A lot of times I just think that I'm so happy that the Skywalker saga is over.
I am so happy the Star. I mean,
definitely.
Let's just be honest. Like, the best Star Wars stuff has been non-Skywalker related. When it comes to what Disney's put out, I mean, no spoiler alert. Everybody knows my favorite Star Wars movie is Rogue One. I've been saying that since I saw it.
And it's still Skywalker saga. Anakin shows up at the end. There's still, it's within the Skywalker saga.
It is, but it does not. It is not a story centralized around the Skywalker
around those characters.
Yes,
100% agree. Since we're on Star Wars, what'd you think of High Republic last week?
I actually really liked it.
I did too.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it.
It was like
what I wanted Star Wars to be going forward.
I explained it on last night's review show. It's like if you really like dessert.
Yes.
And you go to another country.
Yes.
And you eat dessert there. You recognize the flavor themes, you know, the pop, but it's still unique and it's got its own different take. Oh, Taylor's hanging out. Hey, Taylor. Star Trek at least tries to make its bullshit sound plausible. Yeah, they try a little bit harder. But I think in terms of Star Trek, they know who they're talking to. Star Wars is talking to the masses.
That has always been the problem. That has always been the problem.
Talking to uber nerds. You know what I'm saying? I could build a warp drive. I know more about warp engines than I do about combustion engines. Okay, I do. It's just
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
but also
High Republic.
Yeah, the High Republic. It was, as someone who played the Knights of the Old Republic games, it was a lot of great fan service.
I think so, yeah.
But also a great way to reintroduce the concepts to new Star Wars fans. And it's a comic book. It read like a comic book. It read like the kind of Star Wars comic book you wanted to be reading.
Yeah.
I read comic books to read comic books. And one of the best things that Dark Horse did for Star Wars was that a lot of their comic books had jack or shit to do with the movies.
Sure, yeah. Well, they introduced so many amazing things. They just the best part of the Dark Horse run was when Dark Horse said, "No, screw it. We're going to do whatever we want."
Exactly.
And now I think that's where Marvel is.
That's where Marvel has gotten. That absolutely. I mean,
we're just going to do whatever the hell we want.
I mean,
they're branching away from the Skywalkers. Now they're at where Marvel Comics is. You know, they're planning ideas for future movies. Now.
The sequel trilogy to me felt almost obligatory. Like, we've got to get back to the episode. We've got to give people what they want.
Get this out of the way.
That was a bad idea.
You know what? As bad as it was, I take it way over the prequel trilogy in that it was entertaining. Sure. It introduced a lot of new concepts. And to be fair, for anyone who says the prequel trilogy is inconsistent and flimsy, you didn't watch the original trilogy.
Yeah.
You want to talk about inconsistent and flimsy? Obi-Wan directly lies to Luke Skywalker in the first movie because George Lucas didn't know he was going to make Darth Vader his dad until he was halfway through the second movie.
Yeah.
You want to talk about inconsistent and flimsy? You watch all three movies, which have 3 different directors. None of the vision is shared. Right. Jedi is totally different from Empire, which is totally different from Star Wars.
It was those characters that drove those movies. It was the overall drama that was built up. They tried to copy it in the sequel trilogy. Rey is a cool character. I dig Finn. I like Rose.
I like Rose. I love Kylo.
Kylo's great.
I love Kylo.
Kylo is not my favorite, but I honestly hate Kylo Ren. I do. I'm
gonna say this unpopular opinion.
He's a bitch.
He is a bitch, but so is Luke.
A total bitch.
You're right. Luke was
a whiny baby for 2.5 movies.
Yeah, he was.
So
I want to go to Skywalker trait.
I gotta save all my friends.
So Anakin was also a little bitch. I think being a little bitch is a Skywalker family trait.
No, you're not wrong. Trend. I
right,
like
let's, go
Kylo
ahead, yeah.
more than I like Luke Skywalker.
Anything
I
else
said
you
it,
want to
and I
talk
mean it.
about last? Well, we're going to talk about this week
Yeah, well,
books.
we'll
and you
talk
can-
about this week
you
books,
can
and
get
we
into it.
could cross over.
Let's
do
start
it.
the damn show. One of my favorite new intros. I should have done the Star Wars intro. I'm a maniac, maniac.
When you were a kid?
Yeah,
Why?
that's us. That's us. Man, I want to watch that again. Tommy Boy. Love that movie.
I love that movie.
Anything Chris Farley ever did was just gold.
Just gold.
I don't think there's a bad thing. Oh, that's what we're gonna have to start getting into the top 5. Directors, actors.
Oh yeah.
Shit, Leroy and Eli pulling this weird shit out their ass. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back to another episode of This Geek in Comics, Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show. Ghost Gomer with me as always for the Monday night.
Don't hurt yourself. One
I
day
hate
at a
this
time.
week already. I hate this week already. 2021 has felt like a year already. Okay, I'm serious. I'm your co-host Gomer. With me as always for the Monday night show, Adam Normal, Jules True, the true one. We're going to talk about all of the new books coming out this week. But first, hey, how was your week, guys? I already talked to Adam. His week was, I'm watching old movies.
Yeah, no,
that's Star Wars though. I was
Yeah.
He's
He's reading up. He's getting ready.
Yeah. I did the same. I also watched a lot of old Japanese movies because that's what I do.
Fun.
Yeah, and just been reading. Been
Which ones
reading
you watched?
books.
Lots of books last week, dude.
so
Lots of books this week.
Yeah, it's a lot of books. I actually watched Drunken Angel, which is Kurosawa's
Fun.
first movie with
Yeah.
Toshiro Mifune, but it is not a samurai movie. It's actually a really heavy metaphorical movie about a drunken doctor who is trying to
Well, they usually are very heavily metaphorical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, very much so. But it's about a doctor who's a drunk who's trying to treat all the tuberculosis in his town. And he ends up helping out this gangster who's surrounded by all these toxic people in his life. And he has terrible tuberculosis. And if he could just get away from all these toxic people, maybe he could learn to live life.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you know,
it's perfect for 2020. I'm sick if I can just get away from these people.
I know. It was like eerie in that I'm like, man, this is made in 1948, but like I feel like this is like speaking to me right now. I feel like it's trying to tell me a lot of things right now.
Speaking of pop culture, talking about 2020, did you read any of the Future State books from last week? When there's a right wing magistrate.
Yeah.
The right wing magistrate is trying to stop people from wearing masks in Gotham.
I'm just gonna say
there's a lot of shit going on.
There's a lot of shit in Future State that, and you know, like to me, it exemplifies the problem with DC and being current is they're always late. That is,
I don't know.
I mean, like it was cool.
Still wear your mask, y'all. Still keep it up.
No, definitely still keep it up. Still keep it up. But you know, like the one thing that like DC has always done is create a fantasy world. You know, DC is way more fantasy than science fiction.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Marvel is more science fiction than fantasy.
Yeah, they're gods.
Yeah, they're gods. They're the great
Justice
gods.
League are gods.
Yes.
I mean, even Batman, if he's able to hang with those folks, he's way better than any normal person.
So things like that to me seem like not far-fetched in that.
Like Hawkeye. Hawkeye's not hanging out on the Justice League. Okay, it's not happening. He's not.
It's not happening.
Even though Green Arrow does sometimes.
Yes,
it's just to make him feel better when they need Black Canary hanging out. Or
whatever. Exactly. And
I still want to know what's in Green Arrow's box. What was in that box?
Oh my God, that box! That's one of those. Remember, Pandora had a box too. We don't know what was in it either.
Yeah, right.
Everybody got a box. We don't know what's in it.
Oh yeah, you don't even remember that it was the entire Forever Evil event that was in her box.
That was in her box. It was like opened up the gateway to
the other world, and the Aquaman came out, and he just died.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Oh yeah, yep. He came back though in a really terrible Justice League Dark spinoff.
Oh, he sure did.
Yeah,
the other Aquaman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was really bad.
That was really bad. That was right after Jeff Lemire left the book, and I thought, oh, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse.
So with what you said about the JL being gods and blah, 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 it's hard for them to relate to the real world, blah, blah, blah. But I brought up Green Arrow, in a joke. But Do you have a concern with Bendis's take on the team, given he's got Black Canary also along with Green Arrow? He's on the team.
See, this is what I'm going to say about Bendis's team. And much like if everyone remembers pre-New 52, they had one of the biggest Justice League lineups. And one of the problems with that lineup was how to make all these other characters relevant to the story. When you have a team like the Justice League, the biggest problem with the team is always making everyone feel relevant when you have all these big, overpowered characters. What has always made the X-Men and the Avengers great team books is every member is necessary for a different part of the team.
They're balanced.
The balance that they're big enough that they could be divided.
Even with Sentry on in the New Avengers.
Right, because he was emotionally unstable.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He could only go in and out for very specific times.
Yeah.
So
no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, the thing about Bendis's Avengers run was that he had one of the most balanced teams because literally everybody served a purpose.
I think he'll do that on his Justice League team.
I think he's going to try to.
I don't.
But that's
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he'll turn out in the end. You know, I
no idea.
Considering his previous output on DC, it's probably not going to be great. But
I have some hopes.
I have some hope, but the problem is Legion would have been his best example of how to do this because that's a literal team built the Marvel way.
Yeah,
and he screwed it up.
If it's anything like Legion, it's going to be awful.
It's going to be awful.
That's exactly my point, though, is that Legion is built like a Marvel team. It's a bunch of characters that absolutely need each other in order to be a team. It's X-Men.
Yeah.
It's straight up X-Men.
It is.
And he just flopped all over that story.
Are these big enough? Are the books big enough?
No, yeah, it's big enough.
It's good.
Okay.
I can see it.
We screwed up last week because we went to a different website because DC just cannot get distribution right. So whatever it's called, UNC is gone. Now we go to the Lunar Distribution website. We're talking about all the books coming out next week, this Wednesday and Tuesday. But we talk about DC first because their books come out first tonight at midnight in some cases, at least the digital versions. You see something, say something, chat. Let us know what you're reading, what you want us to talk about. And same thing with you guys. What do you want to talk about? They have a little different way of doing things.
I see that.
Yeah, they have a different layout. It's fine.
So nothing there. American Fire. It is what it is.
Yeah,
it's in a chalice. That was okay.
That was okay.
Reprinting that. That's okay. John Van Fleet art is wonderful.
Yeah, the art is really good in the story.
Yeah.
It's a just okay Batman story, though.
Yeah, it's just okay. All right, moving on. Another trade. That's the Birds of Prey trade. Now here we go. Dark Detective. I am all over this.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this one out. You know, mainly because it's not $10.
Yeah. Kravitz from the comic shop. Yep. Lunar is infinitely better than Diamond as far as distribution. Very nice. That's good to hear. I mean, I'm not griping about them. I'm not, critiquing them because I don't know. As long as the shop's got the books I want, I don't care. But yeah, I'm definitely reading Dark Detective. Go ahead, Adam. You were talking about something.
Oh, I was just saying, I'm definitely picking this one up. And I'm glad that this one's not $10, which is the main reason why I'm picking this one up.
I didn't mind.
I didn't pick up Next Batman.
I liked the new Batman, the next Batman. I didn't like the new Batman story, although I did like how it set up the Magistrate. But the Outsider story and the Arkham Knight story in there were great. They were really cool. I really like the direction they're taking with the Batman side characters there. Again, I'm not sold on new Batman, but I am sold on Gotham being protected now by a right-wing authoritarian government, whatever. I love that. And I want to find out what happened to Bruce. I want to know what.
That's probably what this is.
Yeah, they talked about like the A Day or the A event or whatever, something like that. This is going to have a Grifters with an S backup story, so I'm thinking that's going to be a gang. And if you'll notice, Matthew Rosenberg is writing that Grifters story with Carmine D doing the art.
Yeah,
that Grifters story is going to be the best damn story of the week, man.
I was just going to say the only reason I really want to pick up this book is both artists. I Unlike you guys, I was a little underwhelmed by Batman. It just felt a little ham-fisted.
You didn't like the backup stories, though?
I liked the backup stories, and therein lies the problem. I liked the backup stories more than I liked.
Oh, I did too. Way more.
Way more. I thought
that outsider story.
Oh, it was so much.
Oh, so good, dude.
And that was my issue. It was like, I like the idea of what they did. It's just all of the follow through, much like all of Future State has already felt, still a little flat. Just a little flat.
You know, this is actually not follow through. This is the what has flown through, what has gone through.
What has already happened.
Like a taco, on a bad night, bad Taco Bell taco. After death metal, this is them taking a breath before we get into March. So I love this cover too. This is
that cover is really nice.
Yeah, it's a John Paul Leon cover.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool.
All right, moving on. And they're getting rid of all these Wonder Woman 84 covers that they couldn't.
I feel so bad. So bad.
Yeah, it is bad. Moving on. All right, Future State, Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Yeah.
2-issue. Jeffrey Thorne, Ernie Altbacher, and Ryan Cady with Clayton Henry, Tom Rainey, Sam Basri. I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm picking it up mainly because Jeffrey Thorne is already.
Yes, he's already going to be the Green Lantern writer.
The writer going on. So you might as well check out his writing now, see if it's worth picking up that book.
I'm for sure picking this up because there's a Jessica Cruz story that's been in this book.
I like Jessica Cruz.
She's literally one of my favorite Green Lanterns in the modern era, and not done more with her or Simon Bass. And anything to get the taste out of Morrison's run out of my mouth as a long-term Green Lantern fan. Yeah. I'll admit this is the one that I'm actually looking forward to.
There's the Jamal Campbell cover, which is freaking great.
Oh, that's
Draw
awesome.
My life, Mr. Campbell. All right, moving on. Justice League, Future State. I guess this is the new Batman, the Wonder Woman from Brazil. All of that's the John Kent, I guess. I don't know how he gets out of Kandor. We do have the Far Sector Green Lantern on this team.
That's cool.
That's cool. There's also a Justice League Dark backup story from Ram V.
Oh, that's cool.
Adam Normal been harping on this.
I like that book.
Justice League Dark and the Ram V. Yeah.
It's a really good book. It really is.
Pick it up.
I've been picking it up, and I will say it's a lot of fun. It's at times better than the Justice League book.
Yeah.
Well, this last year it's been
a lot better. Honestly, Justice League Dark and Odyssey were significantly better than the regular Justice League book.
Mm-hmm. The Justice League book was good when Snyder
had it. It was good. Once he left it.
Yeah.
Dropped.
Did you guys read the new Wonder Woman book?
I did. I picked it up just to pick it up because
Joel Jones drawing that new
art is
my
fantastic.
God, she is gorgeous. Leroy said it on this week's episode of The Bullies. I don't know how the hell they're going to find a woman hot enough.
Nope.
To play that character.
She
is drawn. She is maybe the most beautiful character I have ever seen in a comic book. Sometimes you get a cover where it's Wonder Woman looking great or this character looking, whatever. But consistently throughout that first issue, she was gorgeous. I couldn't get over it. Taylor got a comment. John isn't in Kandorized Metropolis. He just does this. Oh, great. That ain't Superman. Superman. We need Kal-El. So I don't know if I'm picking this up either, but
I'll pick it up for the just for the Justice League Dark backstory. Yeah.
Moving on, much better cover. The Kale, I don't even know how NGU. Yeah. But that's a great looking cover.
That's a cool cover. Moving
on, probably another Justice League cover. Yeah, of course. This is the Wonder Woman covers. All right. Future State Superwoman, but it's Kara as Superwoman. It's Marguerite Bennett and Marguerite Savage. The Marguerites, they've done books together before.
Yep, they sure have.
No, this is a big no from me. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not picking this one up either.
Not doing it. Although this is a great Alex.
I like Marguerite Bennett.
Cover. Great Alex Garner cover. And I like that's her new costume. I love the new costume.
I do like the new costume too.
Yeah. Future State, Robin Eternal. number 1. Megan Fitzmartin, Eddie Barrows doing the art. He's top notch.
Yeah.
It's only $4, so it's a normal priced issue. Lazarus resin is on its way to Gotham City, and the magistrate intends to use this regenerative superdrug to make its forces immortal. That's weird, dude.
That is weird.
That's super weird. That is, but I mean, I'm interested. But it is a Tim Drake.
I'm totally interested. I'm gonna pick this one up just because it's $4 and it's only 2 issues long, so it's not really that big of an investment. And this just looks weird, man.
Let me tell you my favorite.
Weird.
The only thing that really gets me even a little bit interested in this is join the ultimate heist at 20,000 feet as Robin and Spoiler hijack a convoy.
Sky Convoy, yeah.
Dude, that sounds like so much fun.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
It really
sounds
like a good heist movie. A lot of fun. Megan Fitzmartin was a writer on Supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know.
It's only 2 issues.
It'll look pretty.
I'm with Adam. It's going to look pretty. Tim Drake's always been my Robin.
Yeah.
He's been shat all over in the last decade, so anything to see that guy get something.
DWJ cover and Danny Warren Johnson. People either love him or hate him. I'm okay with him. All right, here we go. Another one. Dan Waters and Layla Del Duca on Superman, Wonder Woman. This looks like John, and I didn't even get the hot new. Oh yeah, Yara Floor is her name. I'm glad they said
Yara Floor.
Yara Floor. So there you go. Man of Science and Woman of Myth. There's a lot of potential there to tell some interesting stories, but again, I just don't care.
Yeah, I'm not picking this one up.
I'm not picking this one up.
Nice cover. Just the movie poster cover of the Galdar suit from
the Galdar suit.
I know all about Power Rangers.
I at least called it the Kingdom Come suit.
Yeah. That's not the right pick. Yeah, I wanted to go this one. Jeremy Roberts cover. Yeah,
that's cool.
I don't like that. It's okay.
No, it's all right.
Next.
Her face looks a little weird.
Yeah, and Superman has the most abs I've ever seen.
He's got a 12-pack. Tim Sheridan and Rafa Sandoval on a Teen Titans Future State book. I don't understand how the same Teen Titans are still teenagers.
Yeah. Do you remember in the 90s where they just called it Titans? And
yeah.
There was another book called Teen Titans, which had teenagers in it.
That's where Cyborg finally went from one to the other, and then he was able to cross over to being in the Justice League because there was finally an adult version of Cyborg.
They had Titans and Teen Titans for a little while when they started Rebirth, but both those.
Oh, that's right. Well. They did. I always just remember the Mark Waid run because you had Dick Grayson, Wally West, and Kyle Rayner all should have been on the Justice League at the time. We're just on Titans in the 90s.
Dude, that is kind of weird.
It's weird to think about that now.
It is. Going back.
They had Flash and Green Lantern at the time, and they were not on the Justice League.
Yeah, it was
they
very
were
weird.
On Titans.
It was your traditional Justice League team. But the members of the Justice League in their individual books were not those same characters.
No.
Yeah, that was really weird, dude.
That was a really weird time.
No one thought about it then, you know?
No.
We didn't have internet.
No, everyone just accepted it as it was.
Red X is supposed to be coming back. Previously only seen on Teen Titans Go. I don't know if I like that. This seems to me like a Harry Potter, like a school. They're going to have a school.
Yeah,
initiative or whatever.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, right. I was just gonna say, you mean the initiative because like Marvel didn't just already do this.
Yeah. So I'm not really a big Teen Titans fan anyway. So I'm skipping that. Although the Dustin Nguyen, I do know how to.
That is a pretty cover.
That's a really cool cover.
It's like
that's a really cool
color
cover. Almost. Yeah, that's what he does, man.
It's beautiful.
That Ascender book is beautiful.
Is that a Beast Boy Cyborg? You can't do that.
I don't know why they do that.
You can't do a Beast Boy Cyborg.
You know, the problem with Future State,
like a robot tiger.
Tell me the problem with Future State, Jules.
The problem with Future State is it's everything DC fans like rag on Marvel fans for like accepting all the time. You know, I mean, I literally a few years ago, all new, all Marvel now or whatever. It was called Point Whatever. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, it's forced diversity. They're just replacing classical characters for no reason.
No, they're adding characters for like 6 months. That was all 6 months. Riri had her own book in Iron Man for 6 months. All new, all awesome Hulk or whatever the hell.
And I haven't heard a peep out of DC fans about what's going on in Future State.
Of course
haven't heard a peep.
That's because there's not many left.
No, there's not. They have ran everybody out of this.
We do get a Heroes in Crisis, The Price and Other Stories. This is collecting all of the books that revolved around the Heroes in Crisis. A couple of Batman, Flash, Green Arrow, and an annual. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's okay. I didn't mind Heroes in Crisis. I thought
it was all right. It was also a rehash of Identity Crisis.
Sure, but
another weird event that took place in the 90s that no one understood.
We also had Sweet Tooth #3, Jeff Lemire.
Oh, that's awesome.
Man, that dude got a lot of work coming.
Man, that guy is a machine.
Did you hear that Ascender got put on indefinite hiatus?
Dude, I just saw that right before this. That sucks.
I know. You have no idea. You have no idea. I love that book. I love that. But talk about the win. His art in that book is next level.
Yeah.
His watercolor high sci-fi art is incredible. Jeff Lemire's work that book.
That was the first one.
I followed Descender. I got all of that one, and it was all right. It was pretty good.
I only read like the first 3 or 4 issues. I just didn't like it. I fell off of it really fast. But I have to go back. I got to go back.
Go back. It's the best Terminator story you'll ever read.
Nice.
That's the nicest way I could say that.
Moving on to everybody else. These are books coming out January 13th. Later on this week. A Man Among Ye. We're not going to talk about every book.
No.
But A Man Among Ye, I love this book. It's Stephanie Phillips and Craig Cermak. It's pirates.
Yeah.
It's dope pirates. It's wonderful.
I love pirates.
Big Girls. This wraps the first story arc.
I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to this book. I love this book, man.
I'm not sure it's been picked up for a second volume. I'm not sure.
I know. I'm terrified.
About issue 7 coming out.
No, I haven't either. I think it's a really fun book. I think everyone should give it a chance.
Yeah, we can look. Hold on. Let's see if it's got an issue number 7 on the way. Nope. No issue 7 has been solicited, sir.
Oh, man. That's tragic. Tragic. Well, for all you plebeians out there, this is a great book.
Yeah.
That dives deep in metaphor. And
it's a lot of metaphor. Okay, this is what happens. People get infected by this thing, and either if you're a female, you grow to be a giant. If you're a male, you grow into be a giant kaiju. Yep. So they train these big girls to fight these big men.
Yep.
The metaphor is kind of not even a metaphor. It's kind of
just not at all. It's right there in your face at all times. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of great action. Commanders in
Crisis has been fun. Yeah.
This has been a really fun book.
The cover. I love that because she's the only character I like out of the whole bunch. I don't even remember her damn name. I don't remember anybody's name. She's the one I like. I don't like anybody else. They're all kind of just lame.
But they're kind of intended to be lame.
I think so. They're kind of like these disappointments from their own universes.
A lot of it really, to me, placates the idea that a lot of these big named characters have never really lived up to the way we picture them in our heads, or how we over glorified them when we were kids.
Yeah.
And that very much reads to me in that, as someone who grew up a comic book lover that's constantly disappointed in these stories as they've continued. Yeah. It very much reads like that's like, yeah, you know what? Superman is kind of lame.
Right.
I like this book.
I like it too. Department of Truth, all 3 first issues are getting reprinted. That's very
that's awesome. Good for
That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
Here, this is my pick for my number 1 pick for this week. Haha, number 1, W. Maxwell Prince and Vanessa Del Rey.
Yes.
It's an Ice Cream Man writer doing what he does. He actually did a book for IDW years ago called The Electric Sublime.
Yes.
Which I adore. I just adore.
Great book.
It's about like art becoming this actual physical entity that people can play with and manipulate the real world through. And it's just next level sort of writing. And W. Maxwell Prince, they have his name wrong here. It's right here. W. Maxwell Prince is just amazing. He's awesome. I hope to God he gets some Marvel work. Let's look at the preview. I really hope he gets some Marvel work.
I agree. I think his storytelling placates the weirdness that Marvel can go down.
Yeah.
He would
He
be
could do
great.
just about anything, I think.
He really could. Doctor Strange is the first thing that
Doctor
comes to
Strange is
mind.
great. I would like to see him get an X book of some kind
Yeah.
with some of those characters.
Yep.
But yeah,
He'd be the kind of guy to reboot Legion.
at DC.
No. When I say Legion, I mean Marvel. I mean like Professor X's son, Legion.
Oh, okay.
I mean like yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yes.
Yeah. I could do that.
Or he could
didn't
do
know what you were
Professor X
talking about
book.
for a second.
Yeah, no.
Homesick Pilots. I'm sure we'll talk about that on the Sunday night show because David adored the first issue. Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl. That's been kind of a letdown. Savage Dragon's always good. That Texas Blood is getting
a trade
collected. So $10.
Yep.
That will be the best $10 you spend all year.
You should definitely pick this up if you have not read it.
It's so damn good.
That was probably my new series of the year last year. It was great.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Moving on to Dark Horse, they got barely anything. They got a 47 Ronin trade. They got an X-Ray Robot trade, which is good. But then they got Stranger Things Science Camp. It's just a tie-in to a TV show. Yeah. IDW also having some problems. They do have For Better or For Worse, which is great reading.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of shit, it's great reading. Slice of life, stuff. Mountainhead is a great series that you should check out. But all they've got new is Sonic the Hedgehog number 36.
That's it. And I read Sonic, and I'm just like, oh wow, that's it.
Yeah, I don't read Sonic. I
do.
Moving on to Marvel. Damn, another Spider-Man. Do we get a Spider-Man book every damn week?
It feels like it now, man.
It
feels like we get one. It feels like we get one every week, but the story still doesn't move at all.
It's going at a snail's pace.
So what? Kingpin and Osborn hanging out now? Being buddies?
Yeah, they're hanging out now, and they just like kind of.
He's still there,
Kindred did a Thanos at the end of Infinity, and is now just in like a block of whatever.
Yeah,
he's just hanging out in Norman Osborn's lab. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot of Spidey and Mary Jane. Did Mary Jane die again?
No, and they completely fucked up that reveal on showing her not being dead. Nick Spencer has no idea how to plot out a comic book.
Oh, look at all the Spider people hanging out.
That's cool.
Pretty good. Is that That's not Madam Web, is it?
That is Madam Web.
That is Madam Web.
Who the hell's the new Madam Web? That ain't the Madam Web I remember.
No, it's not the old lady. It's a new chick.
It's a new Madam Web.
Whatever. Okay. Moving on. Cap facsimile poster just in time for the
show.
The new show coming out. That's this too.
Yes, because that's
agent is going to be
John Walker, the captain, as he was once called.
Chris Claremont anniversary special. I think this is a $6, but man, look, Claremont, Sienkiewicz, Chen. It's got a damn good creative team, and it's X-Men. You cannot go wrong.
Can't go wrong
with an X book, especially a one shot, because you have to
with Hela
absolutely nothing. Ooh, Phoenix shows up. Damn.
Phoenix and Hela. Come on, man. You know it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Man, some great. Oh man.
Look
at this. Pepe Larraz cover with the demon bear. Oh man.
That's awesome.
Dude. I love that. I already have all the X books on my pull list, so I know I'm getting this one. This is probably my number 2 most look forward to book.
Agreed.
Immortal Hulk, always a winner. Let's take
always a winner.
Let's take a look at that art. Because Joe Bennett is just amazing. Man. I don't even think this is Joe Bennett.
No, is this a stand-in artist?
Yeah, this ain't Joe Bennett's art. Hold on. No, it is, but it's Adam Gorham and Rachel Stock.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is going on in that art? Okay, cool.
We got a nullified Hulk cover as well as the Bennett homage.
Gotta have that nullified cover.
Yeah. Oh, that's the biggest shit ever, man. Iron Fist, new book coming out soon. I'm excited for that. That's just the poster, though. King and Black, Gwenom versus Carnage. God, I could.
This is a big pass for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. Oh, I just don't care at all. Let's look at the art. See if they can talk me into it. Because King and Black has been great. I've read a few tie-ins. There have not been any bad ones.
No.
The Valkyries tie-in was just okay.
There haven't been any great ones either, though. Really,
No.
I'm trying to think. Venom has been great.
Venom
Even
has
that,
been
though,
great.
it's still kind of been filler for most of it.
That
But the
reveal
art has
from
been
last
so
issue.
fun.
Iban Coella is on a new level, trying to keep up with Stegman. And
Yeah, man, that's the one thing you can say about that Venom art is the art has been amazing.
Iban Coella is killing it on there, and again, he's trying to keep up with Stegman, which is great. You know, if they can push each other to be better,
absolutely.
I'm all for it.
I'm
so yeah, I'm not getting this. To hell with this book. I don't care. King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes. See, this is only a $4 book. Okay, it's Clay McLeod, Chapman, and Frank Chieri with Gui Villanova and Daniela Beirut. It looks like it's going to be 2 different stories. These are usually like the underdogs when it comes to event books at Marvel. The what was that one? The front line during some of the events was good. They always have these little like 1 or 2 issue series during an event where it just sneaks up on you, surprises you, and is wonderful. I don't have as big of hopes for this one. Although, oh man, that's just disgusting.
That's just gnarly.
Yeah.
God, that's disgusting. Yuck. So yeah, I don't know about this one. That's cool though.
That is cool.
Amazing. So I don't know if I'm picking that up or not. The cover's great. Noel with his, weird hand all over the whatever. This is one I definitely am getting.
Yeah, I'm thinking about picking this one up too because I actually like the Thunderbolts, and it's Matthew Rosenberg, which he's a pretty solid writer most of the time.
Yep. Juan Ferreira. What sold me on this book is the preview where Kingpin's like scumbag, low lifes, 2-bit pieces of shit. Who wouldn't be more involved? Oh, dude, he just this regular Kingpin thing, and then all the evil Jokers hanging out here, just ready to. All right, let's do what we got to do to defend our planet. That's one thing in the Marvel universe. The bad guys,
when they show up, they always show up when it really goes down. It's when
the mob made sure that the docks in New York City were clear of Nazis during World War II. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really cool shit. Juan Ferreira's art is great. I love his take on Kingpin. I love that book to Kingpin. He just looks huge. He just looks gigantic, and that's what Kingpin should look like.
Yeah, great.
Then you switch over to Outside. His take on
that's sick. No, I'm picking this up.
His take on what New York looks like under the King in Black.
Oh, that is sick.
Great, just great. Okay, moving on. That does have a Ron Lim variant, but it's just okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Maestro,
and I hope this turns into like an ongoing afterwards if it's good. Because I miss Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts hasn't been around for a minute.
Yeah, I always enjoyed a Thunderbolts book. I'm a fan of the bad guys doing bad guy stuff. I really am. Even though they call it good guy stuff. Zemo never ran the Thunderbolts like a hero team.
Oh, dude, I was just gonna say, shout out to Kurt Busiek for creating that team, and that's still one of the most underrated runs because it's so much fun. Bad guys doing bad guy stuff, pretending to be good guys, and some of them kind of buying into being good guys for a while. And you're kind of riding that, we're really bad guys, but like being
it's like
good
peer pressure to be a bad guy.
I like being a good guy. Yes. Songbird, man. That character was so interesting back then.
Yeah. Gary Duggan, Matteo Lally on Marauders, going back to some of that Morlock shit. I love that.
Yes, I love that. Storm versus Callisto forever.
Yeah.
And very apropos, fun. This just comes right after David Bowie's birthday that just happened. Callisto originally being based on David Bowie.
That's right. Yeah.
Fun little factoid for you.
You know so much.
I do. I know lots of things, guys.
I actually want to try to get this cover where this alien's about to have a really bad time. Kate Pride murders an alien, murders a predator.
100%.
She wins, okay? It doesn't matter.
They're gonna try and spit on her and it goes through her and then she just ends them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
No.
I'll fight anybody to the death. Kitty Pryde is oh look, it's the wrong it's
well, don't they already basically have aliens in the Marvel universe anyway with the Brood?
Yeah.
So
it's so weird. Yeah. The Brood were based off of those aliens.
But the Brood could talk. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
That
And
is a big difference.
The Brood could convince you of things.
That's what's going to happen during the crossover. Brew.
Oh, you
Little
know that
awesome
you know
Brew.
that event is coming. Brood
I don't
versus
know.
aliens. You know it's coming.
Leroy's biggest gripe about Hickman's X-Men, and not the like Dawn of X, Reign of X, just Hickman's X-Men book, is Hickman don't go nowhere with the cool shit he does. He throws, oh, here's something cool. Next issue, okay, here's something completely different and also cool. Next issue, all right, here's something also cool.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but here's what I'm gonna say to that.
And Leroy's just like, I'm gonna forget about the damn thing by the time he gets to it, if he does get to it.
Here's the thing, though: is do you remember Infinity?
No,
because on the build to Infinity, it was every issue.
Not even Infinity. Remember, Black Swan was introduced. She didn't show up to like 20 issues later.
Yes.
Thanos is in a fucking cube, like a gelatinous cube, for like a year and a half, man. You know,
or just Ex Nihilo and Abyss, right?
Yes.
We're introduced in the
gosh.
first 2 issues.
They didn't show up again until Infinity.
And then they show up in Infinity, and there's a whole other universe of them.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I
all
told
I'm gonna
Leroy.
say
Just
about
be
that.
patient. He'll get to it. He's like, nah, fuck it. I ain't reading this shit no more.
No, dude.
Sword number
Sword.
2.
Yeah,
Very
I'm excited about Sword.
Me
I am
too.
excited
I
about
love me
this.
some Al Ewing and doing cosmic shit.
Yeah, man.
They're saying that this right here is implying that Old Man Cable is back. It's not. There's no way Old Man Cable is coming back. This is a venomized Cable. You can tell it's Cable, but it's a nullified Cable, just like we've seen. That's what Sword is going to be about, saving their colleagues who have been nullified or whatever.
That's cool, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what Sword is for. It's not just an X-Men book. It's a take care of, the entire planet book. So
well, I know Abigail Brand. She's going to take full responsibility for this invasion.
Yeah, because
she's going to do every damn thing.
Alien invasion.
That's her job.
Exactly. She failed again.
Yes.
She always fails. Earth invaded every other month.
I know. Damn, Abigail. Like,
you
got that job, and then like the day after you got that job, turns out Skrull's done invaded, and you've just been fucking up since.
I think I like this variant better too. The Russell Dodderman.
Oh, well, it's Dodderman, man. Dodderman's great.
Yeah. I'm moving on. The Union. I don't know if I'm reading issue number 2, even though I really want to know what happened after issue number 1. They'd straight up spoil it. Yeah. But what's her name dies in the last page of the first issue. And then I guess it's just the team trying to come to terms with her being dead while they're still being attacked by nullified dragons. So
I'm going to pick it up because it's a lot of new characters and it's only a 5-part miniseries. And I'm curious to see where it goes.
Way too much other good
cool characters. It's a lot of bad plot so far. And I'm just going to see what they do with it.
There hasn't really been any plot. They just sort of said, hey, here's the character.
There was no plot.
Here's Union Jack being the dick that he always is. Oh, and then King in Black shows up. Oh, and then our leader gets murdered by a dragon.
Murdered in the first issue.
Yeah. So
it was very giant size X-Men in that regard. It's like, hey, here's this cool new character. Fuck him.
Yeah. Here's Marvel digging into what they got going on the screen. Thor and the Eternals trade paperback. It's great stuff. Roy Thomas, Mark Grunwald, Ralph Macchio. Great stuff. Great old stuff. And also, I did want to bring attention to, and it's got a great Alex Ross cover. Or no, I guess it's an Adi Granov cover.
Oh.
Looks like I would guess that'd be an Alex Ross cover if you just showed it to me.
But Adi Granov does have that art style where if he wants to, it looks just like Alex Ross art.
Yeah. So this is Egelhart and Mantlo with Don Heck doing the art, a lot more, but it's collecting
all of this is gold.
Number 4, Vision and Scarlet Witch 1 through 4, Vision and Scarlet Witch 1985 1 through 12, and I mean, remember when they were on the West Coast team for like 3 months? It was not even that long at all.
No,
but yeah, that's actually a really good pickup. It's 500. Almost 500 pages for $40. If you want to know
that's a great
what
deal.
Vision and Scarlet Witch really are, this is what you need to get.
It's the relationship in comic books for me still. Still, it'll never not be the most interesting relationship in comic books.
That's fair.
Yeah, because it's always been: is he evolving,
like I'm
or
not
is
counting
she
like
manipulating him?
I'm not counting like Sue and Reed.
Yeah, because Sue and Reed, it's different.
The family.
It's the family. The thing about them is it their love that's evolving? Is he evolving, or is she making him evolve?
Or is she just
there's so many There's so many blurred lines with like Vision. It's like he was created to adapt and evolve, but like, is he really adapting and evolving the way he is, or is she bending reality and making it happen?
Yeah,
that always
we're not
really
really
in my head. They've never addressed it.
Even by the end of it, we're not really
sure.
You
never know.
It's kind of like that the Ballad of Clint Barton and Wanda Maximoff, that single issue. I've got it right up here. New Avengers number 28.
Great issue.
It's a great issue. They never really tell you at the end of it who's on the other side of the door. What's on the other side of the door?
Exactly.
So, and that was a love letter to this sort of relationship.
Exactly.
Green Hornet number 5. Moving on to Dynamite. Yeah, I got nothing here, man.
No, I got nothing, man. I've given up on Dynamite.
I'm not reading the Green Hornet book. I hate.
I mean, they got some good cover artists, but
yeah, they do. They get a lot of good cover artists. It looks cool. It just wants to be Darwin Cook.
Red Sonja. I don't know what this is either. A new Red Sonja book. This is like Red Sonja
superpowers.
It's Dan Abnett, so I mean that's not bad. Jonathan Lau isn't bad either for doing interior art, but no, not doing it. Vampirella. Yeah, these are all $90 graded books.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, 8 point. I think they promise 8.5 or better on those. Boom. I know Jules is still loving the Rangers.
Oh, I love this book.
Ryan Perry.
I love these two books. These books have been so much fun.
Man, they don't waste any backspace, do they? Any of the background?
No. They go. Boom makes all use of their art. Boom is what Valiant wishes it was doing right now.
Valiant just needs to get some more books on
Agreed.
They're just not doing enough. This year, Shadow Man's going to be great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I agree. 7 Secrets.
Let's talk about Red Mother first, real quick, because this is the last issue.
Yeah.
This has been a great horror series.
It's been a really fun horror book.
12 issues. It has been a very good horror book. It's climaxing here very well. The pacing's been solid. Sometimes horror books sort of get carried away with their pacing. But Jeremy Hahn has reined it in, kept everything, to a focus and a point. And yeah, it might be the best horror book in the last 5 years, honestly.
I'm just going to say this. Boom has done a really good job with their horror. They've taken a lot of really solid chances on brand new horror, as opposed to everybody else kind of using something you already know. Boom has put out a lot of horror books in the last year and a half. They're just fun, original stories.
I'll say it again. We're in a sort of a revitalization of horror because
very much so. Because of the pandemic
comedy,
as well.
Parody and comedy, like reflections of the real world in comedy, are just not politically correct anymore, which kind of sucks, in a huge way. But horror, you can always reflect real life and get away with it and be, and people won't accuse you of being disrespectful to a situation. 7 Secrets. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Talk about 7 Secrets. Tom Taylor Daniels.
This book rules.
Yeah, it's just a fun book.
It's a really fun comic book. Tom Taylor he deserves, we don't deserve Tom Taylor because he deserves so much more than he gets. And to me, this is one of the greatest arguments. So why the fuck doesn't this guy get a more high profile book at one of the big two? Because you read this
Suicide Squad, I figured he'd be able to name whatever character he wanted. And if he actually named Nightwing as the next character he wants to write, I'm never reading Tom Taylor again because the man is obviously insane. But whatever.
Some people like Nightwing. Oh, man.
To be fair, Dick is more interesting than Bruce is these days. I'm
not arguing with you there. Bruce is boring as hell.
Bruce is so boring. They've turned him into wood. Bruce is wood now. And at least Nightwing is malleable and has had more happen to him and has evolved as a character over time.
Yeah.
I guess.
We'll see.
To more of a degree than frickin' Bruce has.
He evolved into what? Into being Rick, or whatever the hell, Rick.
Yeah.
Grayson?
Well, hey, no. He evolved again. He got his dick back.
He did get his dick back. Oh, and go back up. Go back up. He did though. He got his dick. We only. Oh no, that's a second printing. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the second printing of number 4. Great book though.
That's a great book. I'm glad that number 4 even gets a second printing.
Simone DeMeo does the art on that book. He also did the art on the Harley Quinn book. I did not read the Harley Quinn book, but I did see all of the pages. Dude, it's so good.
Yeah, because his art's amazing.
So good. Leroy was even like, I don't know who did the art on the Harley Quinn book, but it was the best art I've seen in the first week of Future State. And that's counting the Joelle Jones Wonder Woman, which he also could not shut up about. I don't blame him. I mean, gosh, I want to go read that book again right now. And not even read it. Just look at it.
The art is that good.
It's killing it on that book. I think it's Joelle Jones on that Wonder Woman book.
I believe so.
American Mythology Monsters, number 1. I don't read American mythology that often, but I mean, they got the girl topless on the cover here. I don't know what's going on with American mythology. Usually they're doing like Mark Twain, adaptations and fucking Three Stooges and Rocky and Bullwinkle. Now they got chick naked on the cover. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know.
Essentia, I don't know what this is. If you see something, say something. We're just about to the end here.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah. Bleed Them Dry, I'm pretty sure aka David is reading that, so we'll probably talk about that on the Sunday night show. This is some Bloodshot pencils that they've got for the preview. I actually have a better preview of this somewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Bloodshot number 10. We were just talking about Valiant, so
I am picking it up. I am reading Bloodshot. I will admit. Yeah. I mean, it's what they're putting out is not that it's bad. It's that.
Did you like Dr. Tomorrow? That was their last series, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah. It had like a Tomorrow family and time travel or something like that. And
it was a little underwhelming.
Yeah. Tim Seeley, Pedro Andreo still doing the Bloodshot book. What about the last Quantum and Woody? Did you like it?
It was all right.
It was all right.
It was my
favorite Quantum and Woody.
Not my favorite Quantum and Woody book. I expected more out of Quantum and Woody.
I want more Ivar Time Walker.
I want more.
We do need more Ivar Time Walker. Yeah,
that's my favorite.
I miss,
and I say it like if I'm cruising through a Valiant group and someone's like, "Hey, what's your favorite?" I always put it in there, and people just hate me for it.
Yeah,
because
everybody.
Like, yeah, dude.
That's true. It's like that.
It's cool. Woody is basically what it is.
Yeah, and Archer and Armstrong were really the foundation of why Valiant had such a lush group of people reading.
Yeah.
And now they've kind of hyper focused on all the reasons that blew up Valiant in the beginning. Was that
Bloodshot running
Bloodshot,
off the movie, Shadow Man new book coming out soon.
Ninjak.
There's no new Ninjak book right now.
No, there isn't.
They should do another Ninjak book.
They should.
Why would they not have a Ninjak book going on?
Because when coronavirus and everything hit, they just stopped. Pencils down, nobody's working, and they've been ramping up slower than just about everybody else, even Dynamite. And I know that's saying a lot because Dynamite ain't got shit out, but they just don't have. They're just not putting out any books.
No, I mean they
finally doing the Shadow Man book. It's going to be great.
They finally brought back XO, but then like that last issue was how many months ago already?
Oh, I'm not a fan of XO at all.
I am.
Try to make him. He's basically Iron Man with class.
Wait, no, he's Iron Thor.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
what he is.
He's Iron Thor.
He's Iron Thor. Like, let's be honest.
I just don't like XO.
I liked the last 2 runs. Yeah. I really liked the Vendetti run, and I liked the Kent run where he was on another planet. And
that one was.
I really liked that
a lot better. I just want to stay on it, But all right, moving on. See something, say something. Here, still doing Sumerian books, which is basically just Robert E. Howard.
It's Conan books without Conan.
It's without Conan.
Dude. It's weird.
It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know. This is all this DF stuff is just Dynamic Forces. It's just graded books and exclusive covers. Doctor Who comics still happening. What do you think about Whitaker out as the Doctor? Isn't that normal? Don't they all just do 2 or 3 seasons and then leave?
Yeah.
People are making a huge deal about it.
What people understand is, much like George Washington, David Tennant kind of set the precedent in that, you do 3 or 4 seasons and then you kind of call it a day.
Yeah.
Matt Smith did the same thing. He was like, I don't want to be Doctor longer than Tennant was.
Yeah.
Capaldi actually didn't even want to do it for an extra season that he had to because they just didn't have anybody lined up after him as quickly.
Well, what I had heard is he kind of dropped it on him that he's like, oh no, there was a miscommunication where he was like, no, I thought you guys just replaced me. I thought this was just a 1 or 2 season gig, you know?
Yeah, he really thought he was only going to do 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we need you for 3.
You didn't talk to us about it. We haven't fired you yet.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, and it's one of those things too, like she's blown up because of the show. If you never watched Broadchurch, she's a great actor.
Yeah.
And honestly, she's just going to have more readily available to her. And I think
you roll in the next 5 years.
Yes.
Easily.
Guarantee Susan Storm.
Who?
Susan Storm.
I don't know about that.
She works on that American accent. She's got that job.
I like what's her name, Emma, whatever, who's married to Jim from The Office. I'm having a terrible day with names.
I see what you're. Yes,
Roberts. No, it's not Emma Roberts. It's
Blunt, right?
Blunt. Emily Blunt. Yeah.
Emily Blunt.
That's the favorite, the fan favorite, right?
That's the fan favorite, but like. She just did Doctor Who, so like to me, like she fits right,
dude.
Fantastic Four is Marvel Doctor Who.
She's got a mom. She's got a mom look to her too. You know.
Yeah, that's why I think Whittaker just fits more as Susan, though.
Yeah.
Like she looks like
blonde, dude. I can picture her.
She is blonde. She is blonde.
I mean, not blonde though. I mean, she's blonde, but not
blonde. You know, yeah, she could go platinum blonde.
That's what I picture.
Yeah. Susan's got platinum blonde. But yeah, she's got that more with the short hair too. She looks like the more modern Susan, anyways.
Yeah,
I've seen it the whole time, man. I'm like, she wears blue mostly anyway, so I was like, oh, dude.
Dude, you would get your ass kicked in a fan group if they were like, "Hey, who do you think should play the FF?" and you put Jodie Whittaker. You'd get shat.
Oh, I would.
You would. Yeah,
I would.
That's a really good call, man. I think I'm gonna start pushing that.
I think you should. I think she's a great choice because she.
I'm
dude, I watched Broadchurch. She knows
how to play a strong as Mr. Fantastic.
Oh no! Oh, that's awful.
Erratic. This is an AWA book by Carrie Andrews. I'm pretty sure this is like the Spider-Man who can only be the Spider-Man for like 10 minutes at a time or something like that.
I liked the first issue.
I did not.
I like Carrie Andrews. So
I like Carrie Andrews too. I did not read it.
You didn't read it? You're the one who put me on it. I will admit. I forgot about it.
I forgot about it.
Art is beautiful. It is. If you know what? If you liked Carrie Andrews' Iron Fist,
remember when he was going to do the little kid Iron Fist?
Yes. Why did we drop the ball? Oh, you know, actually, what happened was they were going to put her in the show, but the show did so bad they just.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that show screwed up that book.
That show screwed up that book. Right. Because that book was so much better than that show, and they were going to put her in the show, but the show was so fucking bad that Marvel was like, you know what, dude, we're going to shelf this because we're going to fix this later. So just hold on to it.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back and read those. Heavy. Yeah. Who's reading Heavy?
Yep, Heavy's a great book.
Yep.
It's weird. It's completely out there.
Is it like multiversal collection?
It's like multiversal Punisher kind of stuff. Yeah, there were Come Monsters a couple issues ago, so
it's a Max Bemis book.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place,
but it's good.
That's good. Yeah, it's a fun read.
Kaiju Max coming back.
Yeah, Kaiju Max is coming back.
What's his name's book? Xander Cannon.
Yes.
Xander Cannon has actually done art for Alan Moore, which everybody who's ever done art for Alan Moore is always, on my list. So
also Kaiju Prison. It's Oz, but with kaiju.
Yeah.
It's such a cool concept. It's so weird. If you like Orange is the New Black or Oz and you like Godzilla, this is 100% the kind of book you should be picking up. I pick it up and I'll admit, I didn't think I was going to like it. And then, here I am still reading the damn book years later. I'm like, man, I can't believe Kaiju Max is still worth reading. But it is. It's really entertaining.
Zach Thompson and Jen Hickman's Lonely Receiver winds up over at Aftershock. This book's been getting a whole lot of love from folks. It's basically her, but the person falls in love with their robot, and their robot has this terrible like breakdown and breaks.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, hey, we'll just go buy a new robot. And she's like, no, I loved
Not
my
the same.
robot.
It's not the same.
So it's really deep. Another AWA book, Man's World. Number 1, Victor Gischler with Nico Walter. A weekend getaway on a resort planet goes south when 4 friends run afoul of the planet's working class. Stranded in the wilderness of a strange planet, surrounded by danger on all sides and relentlessly pursued by vengeful locals, they must test their bonds of friendship in order to survive.
I like that cover. It's very pulpy.
I don't like the cover. It's pulpy. It looks pulpy.
So it's the woods, but with men instead of high school kids.
Exactly. It's the woods with men instead of high school kids.
I love the woods.
Pantomime. I still haven't caught up on this, and I really should. This is about the school for deaf kids.
Yes.
Yeah, I should catch up on that.
You should catch up on that. It's a good little read.
A Pirates versus Ninjas coloring book.
That's great for kids.
Serial number 1. I haven't heard of this. It looks like a Terry Moore. This is Terry Moore's new book. Oh shit, dude. What? All right. Zoe has been 10 years old for 50 years. Most of her life has been spent on the run fighting the demon that lived within her, kept her young, and turned her into a serial killer.
This is from freaking Rachel Rising.
Yes, this is the chick from Rachel
Rising. Oh, I just reread that.
Talking about this forever.
I was, dude,
about this for at least a year and a half.
I'm so excited about this.
His wife will turn on his camera and he'll just sit there drawing and talking about what he's doing. And it's some of the best shit. Oh, look at Big Willie, blah, blah, blah. I didn't come into your stream and talk shit on you. But thanks for hanging out, Big Will. But yeah, this is going to be dope, dude. This is going to be dope.
Really I got a new number 1 for this week. I had no idea it was coming out this week. Yeah. I love Rachel Rising. That is one of my favorite horror books of all time. This is awesome.
Finally, we agree.
I'm excited about this. This is going to rule.
Yeah, this is going to fucking rule. This is going to be great.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm all over that one.
All over that one.
Soul Stream. It looks like a little kid's book. Space Bastards. We can take a look at the preview for that. They've been talking about this for a little while. I think this was a Big Will might know. I think this was a Kickstarter, successful Kickstarter that's just been picked up. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see who's working the book. I might catch a name. Joe Aubrey and Eric Peterson with Derek Robertson doing the art. Derek Robertson does The Boys, so it's not going to be bad.
Yeah, I was just going to say the art's very familiar. It very much looks like The Boys, and it is.
Tom and Jerry. That's it, man. That's all we got. Man.
That's the end, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to say, man, go ahead, Jules, because I have to look again, man.
We'll let Adam go
Serial.
All right. Definitely the Thunderbolts book. I'm gonna pick that up.
That's great.
Yeah. Give me some Thunderbolts action.
Soul Stream is made by a 14-year-old girl. Very cool.
That is really cool.
That is cool.
Man, I need to do something with my life now. Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
shit.
He helps the bullies be awesome too. They're always asking him shit like, "Hey, what's this old ass character? This 50-year-old character that nobody knows about?" William's like, "Oh, that guy is this guy from this and that." Yeah, the Thunderbolts book is good.
Thunderbolts, Sword. Sword. Another King in Black tie-in. Yep. And then I'm interested in the Green Lantern book that's coming out. I don't know if I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in it. Just as a longtime Green Lantern fan, I'm interested to see what the future is going to be and if it's going to be any better than what it is now.
Nice. I'll go Sword. I'll go the Dark Knights, the Detective, or Future State Detective, Dark Detective, or whatever the hell it is. And Haha number 1.
Yep. I'm going to pick that one up also.
Be great, but I still think Haha number 1 is going to be the best book of the week, man. I can't wait to get my hands. I might go read it as soon as the show's done. I got a copy upstairs.
Oh, you bastard.
I am.
So for me, it's gonna be Serial. definitely. Now that I know that's there.
Oh, dude, I forgot it was coming out too, man.
Yeah, that just made my day.
It's gonna be so good.
Heroes in Crisis, because I really actually do enjoy that book.
Commanders in Crisis.
Commanders in Crisis. Commanders in Crisis. Fuck Heroes in Crisis. Commanders in Crisis.
I mean, you can get the trade paperback if you want. It is coming out.
That is coming out. And Red Mother. I will admit, like, I'm looking forward to the end of this story. It's been a lot of fun. And
I can predict that it's probably not going to end. They're probably going to leave it hanging.
Oh no, they're definitely going to leave it hanging. Oh, definitely. There's going to be.
Yeah, you always have to have room for a sequel.
Yeah, have room for a sequel. That's what all good horror does.
Yeah. Big Girl's also coming out.
Big Girls 6. Man, I'm really looking forward to that. Power Rangers.
Man, that Texas Blood, that trade for $10. I almost want to buy that just so
I'm going to buy that to give somebody.
Yeah, just so I can
give somebody. Hey, man,
you should read this.
You should read this. Like, I know you like this kind of stuff. Yes.
Just from that, it was so good. Just that first issue, man.
Dude.
And then they give you like 4 or 5 more. Just perfectly good issues. Perfect good issues. Gosh.
It's all the way up my alley. I'm a Stray Bullets guy.
Yeah.
I love stuff like this. I love a history of violence. These are the kinds of books that remind me why I love comic books so much, because the depth of story you can get out of a comic book. It does not always have to be masks and capes. And man, that fucking book rules, man.
Yeah.
That book rules. Everyone should read it. It is for sure going to be streaming at some point with a bunch of human beings at some point.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 2021. Look out for that Texas Blood to be nominated for all the awards. It definitely is going to get some recognition. But that's it for us. Thanks everybody for hanging out. You're on Facebook or YouTube or on Twitter right now, at least for the time being, until they ditch Periscope. We'll talk about that later. But if you're on those platforms, go over to those other 2 platforms. Search out Outright Geekery. Like and follow us over there. Check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/outrightgeekery. If you love what we're doing, throw us some money. We really appreciate it. Just $1, just a tip, just a little bit.
A little bit.
We want to thank everybody who's associated with us in our shows. Comic Book Bullies do a show over here. Their last one was all comics, probably the lowest rated show, lowest viewed show that they will have all year, because all they did was talk about comics. And snow. Leroy had fucking snow for a change.
We have snow here. Yeah.
You need to upload to YouTube. We're actually on YouTube, Jose. Thanks for hanging out. If you go to YouTube and search out Outright Geekery, you should find our channel. And yeah, we're streaming to YouTube
right now.
And it's saved up there. So awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
We also got Big Willie doing all kinds of shows. He actually just wrapped up a show. Is it on YouTube? I think it is.
Yeah,
is Bullies on YouTube? The Bullies are on YouTube, but they're on the Comic Book Bullies YouTube channel, not the Outright Geekery YouTube channel, which is weird because on Facebook, Outright Geekery's got like 22,000 followers or something like that. But on YouTube, we got like 8. Right? It's like nothing. But the Bullies have.
We are on YouTube, by the way. Yeah. I'm on YouTube and I'm watching. I am inceptioning us. Look at that. That is us right now. That little lag. Little lag.
The Bullies have way like 2,000, 3,000 YouTube, likes and follows or whatever. So they do things a bit different. But yeah, Big Willie is hanging out in the chat. Is it on YouTube? You should know. You were just on there. He's always streaming, interviewing comic book creators, opening boxes of cool swag, talking about old comics that time has forgotten with Thomas. He's still doing, I guess, 5-minute reviews. I don't know if I've seen one in a while, but I know he's still doing them, or at least planning on doing them.
That's awesome.
We've also got our Sunday night show where we do news and reviews. We got our Tuesday night show, which is irregular, where we talk about our top 5 favorite somethings or a cool movie on Geekterion. Just so much different shit going on that, yeah, you guys just need to stay here, hang out, and watch and listen to all the cool shit we do. So,
yeah, you should do
again, thanks everybody for listening, but most of all, thanks to these 2 jokers for hanging out with this joker.
This guy.
We're going to do it all again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.
Getting better.
All that practice, man. lot better.
It's in the mirror.
That's a new microphone. It's just a new microphone. That's all it is.